Hot take, the term IPA is meaningless. So to explore the efficacy of the term IPA or India Pale Ale, we're going to turn to a lovely combination of beers from our friends at Lupulin Brewing Company in Big Lake, Minnesota and Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's their Caleb combo, which features their 8-count hazy IPA and 10-count, which is a new Imperial Black IPA. They're pretty diametrically opposed, as you can see by the color. They don't look anything alike. I promise they don't taste anything alike either. And it just kind of furthers my point that the term IPA doesn't mean anything anymore. Here at Beer Dabbler, we already know that we love the 8-count hazy IPA. We featured it in season 6 of our Dabbler in a Box series. It's got a great interview with Caleb Truax, as well as one of Lupulin's co-founders, Matt. And it's got a great recap of how the relationship between Caleb and Lupulin Brewing Company came to be. So 8-count is a 7.5% hazy or New England style IPA. It's hopped with Mosaic, Eldorado, and Sabro hops. And it's really the Sabro hops that stand out to me. Sabro hops are kind of said to have a oaky, woody sort of flavor to them, but also have this like coconut character. And honestly, I get a lot of like key lime from it. It's really an interesting hop varietal, and it's one of those hop varieties that's like really exciting and different that I really like haven't had anything like that hop variety before. So if 8-count is your orthodox boxer, then 10-count is definitely your southpaw, because these beers could not be any more different. 10-count is a 10% Imperial Black IPA. Let's try that again. It's hopped with Chinook, Columbus, Amarillo, and Simcoe hops. And honestly, like it could not be any more different from the 8-count. So if you've never had a black IPA before, it's kind of an interesting crossroads between like what would be an American West Coast IPA and maybe like an extra stout or like a roasty porter. But the main kind of flavor point of a black IPA is that it's got the malt bill that's like really the roasty sort of coffee chocolate malts that you would kind of get from a stout or a porter, but it's got the hop aroma and the hop bitterness of you know, sort of an old school American IPA or a West Coast IPA, something that's hoppy and bitter and abrasive, but has like that same bitterness coming from the malts as well as the hops. Now, the reason that I say that the term IPA is meaningless is because both of these beers are considered an IPA, and they are nothing alike. 8-count is soft and juicy and floral, and it's like hop forward in a sort of tropical way. Whereas 10-count definitely has flavors that are driven by the hops. It's got some bitterness to it. You can definitely get those sort of classic Northwest, like bitter, piney hops from it. But a lot of the flavor really comes from the malts, and it's almost like this beer tastes like an extra stout or an imperial stout that is overly hopped, and it's not really like an IPA. So I definitely tend more towards the hazy, juicy, tropical New England IPAs myself, but I know that not everybody's like me. Some people like their IPAs a little bit more malt forward, a little bit different. And if you want to try the 10-count, you got to buy it in the Caleb combo pack. You got to try them side by side, just like we're doing here. And you know, if you agree or disagree with me about my take on the term IPA being meaningless, let us know in the comments section. I'd be happy to go 10 rounds with you and you know, kind of let you know why you're wrong. Cheers.